I think we created Outlet, the spoken word night, at the Red Raven for
essentially an outlet for people, young people and people of all ages, really, to have a place to go and talk about things through poetry or just through something that they wrote and perform it in front of people who are going to be non-judgmental.
I think it's an area, or an outlet is why we chose the name Outlet, is because it's a place where anyone can come up and expose themselves in front of people who are doing the exact same thing.
Come on and do whatever. Doesn't have to be memorized, doesn't have to be original or anything.
They say there's no such thing as perfect, that it's a myth. But I had discovered perfect. Inside endless, empty, I love yous and I'm sorries. I had discovered perfect, right under jealousy's nose and at ego's doorstep. Perfect was my greatest discovery until I found reality. Thank you.
Everybody is just with open arms, just supporting each other and going through completely different things. Like tonight we covered multiple topics, and it seems like every night at Outlet we cover suicide or abuse or sexuality, and I feel like no matter what you are expressing, everybody can be different, but it's an outlet for everybody to come and see that everybody is feeling the same thing.
I've kind of been on like a positive streak lately. I like my sad poems, but I didn't want to do any tonight, so I'm going to read one of her love poems.
The absolute insanity combined with the absolute obstacle course of your communication skills will leave us like a love letter in a landfill.
None of the poems have to be original, but a good part of them were tonight.
I feel like every outlet is always completely different. It has the same exact vibe and same feel, but it's never exactly the same. Especially with, even though like a lot of the same people perform.
We always see new faces. There's always at least one new face.
And it's nice because it's like it multiplies. There's like a core of people, but once they perform, they always come back, and so it's just it's starting to grow, which is amazing.
The afterlife was more like an after party. Did you know?
Probably one of the most vulgar, rude nights that we've had, but people enjoyed it. They laughed. So
I think that's one of the cool things about Outlet is that, in a respectable way, we just allow people to express themselves however they want, and within reason, you can pretty much say whatever you want, just as long as you're expressing yourself in that way.
And so they live on, due to seclusion, unknown by all except for me, because their keeper was never graced with the gift of eloquence.
a lot of people have the notion that it's going to be super difficult to do, or that it's like pretentious, or that all poetry has to rhyme.
Do you remember screaming out the windows of your cars on busy streets? Do you remember when I called you crying and you drove all the way to my house just to bring me a chocolate banana milkshake? Do you remember walking through the streets and it started raining, but we both didn't care because maybe this was some kind of secret metaphor for life?
A lot of people who come up here just wrote it 30 seconds ago and were like, hey, I'm going to perform this. So it's not something that's super difficult to put together. And
it doesn't have to be, I feel like people overthink it sometimes, and I feel like with poetry, if you just let yourself write how you're feeling on paper, and it doesn't have to rhyme, it doesn't have to be formulaic, it just has to be honest.
I hope to find to love somebody someday. I hope to find someone exactly like myself. I hope you don't care who I love, and I really hope we can still be friends.
Just lifts your mood too. I don't know about everyone else, but every time after I perform, I just feel really good. So it's
just like you've opened yourself up, and it's just like a load off of your shoulders.
That's about it.
Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for coming. On a serious note.
On a serious note, we want to thank the Red Raven so much for and thank you to everybody who came and everybody who performed. You're all awesome. Thank you very much.